Good evening and salutations, my born and beautiful fans. So this is a retro review of Born and Beautiful back in 2019, the one where Emma dies. I did this video for two reasons. Normally I don't do like retro reviews and stuff like that, but one, my friend Kyrie's asked me to, and two, this does actually pertain to what's going on now. Now, I'm pretty sure Xander's back in town for a couple of different reasons, and maybe one of them is to get justice for Emma's death. The thing is, my live stream, I think a couple of days ago, it was just disconnect. There's some people sitting there saying that Thomas caused Emma to die. There's other people sitting there saying that he didn't, that she took her eyes off the road, that she was texting and driving. Um, and that's pretty much what kind of led to her death. Now, I must have watched this like 5 times, and even I'm very confused by it. Because somebody was like, well, he used his high beams on her. That wasn't the case. Um, she was texting and driving, but that's not what wound up happening. She did sit there and say, what do you do sitting there riding on my bumper? So I don't know if it was a combination of her constantly taking her eyes off the road, which wound up letting her crash. I know that Thomas was, really close behind her, but I don't know if it's because she took off her eye, she kept taking her eyes off the road, or did Thomas bump her, which made her lose control of the car. It was very hard to sit there and tell. I watched it like 5 times, and yet I still couldn't get it. Anyway, he did sit there and watch her die, and he did sit there and smile. Um, Thomas is dark. Thomas is dark. He was even before that happened. He was not there practically threatening her without actually saying what he was going to do. And the only reason why that whole thing got shut down was because Pam just happened to come to the room and kept sitting there asking Thomas like 20,000 something questions. Meanwhile, you got Rich practically pimping out Thomas to Hope, talking about, he could sit there and give you a good life with Douglas. And I'm like, it's kind of a weird thing to say. Like, I don't know what the relationship was like. Apparently, it was somewhat good or whatever. And she wasn't there talking about how, she's very thankful for Thomas coming in there and, just really stepping up and helping her out. But that's just some weirdness to sit there and be like, oh, well, you got somebody. You got Thomas, he's a good kid. It's a little weird. How about you let your kids settle their romantic relationships? Meanwhile, you got Zoe and Xander, and Zoe is worried that Emma is going to sit there and tell. Her name is Emma, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I did this video before, and I kept saying Maya, and I'm like, there is no Maya in the show. Okay, cool, yeah, it is Emma. But yeah, she's worried that Emma's gonna sit there and tell Hope everything, and that her and her dad is gonna go to jail. Xander wants to tell the truth because he's like, this is wrong. What we're doing and everything like that is wrong. And Zoe is just praying upon the star that Thomas got through to her. Now, Zoe was a character that I never liked from day one when I started watching the show. Specifically, how she was treating. Well, there was two reasons why I didn't like her. One, how she was treating her sister. Two, just because she was dating a bunch of dusty ass dudes, she decides to flirt with Zende because, I don't know, I guess she was like in self-sabotage mode or whatever. And Carter was just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with you. So part of it is like she's being selfish because she doesn't want to go to jail. She's like, well, she got Thomas. She'll be fine. And Xander's like, you can't trade one kiss for the other. Like, what are you talking about? But she does want to sit there and protect her dad. And as messed up as the situation is, I can't fault her for that. I can't fault her for that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got on that. But yeah, just in general, did Thomas kill Emma? I have no idea. It's literally 50-50 for me because I could have swore I heard Thomas bump her car. She did kept talking about start riding on my bumper, but she did kept taking her eyes off the road constantly. If she wasn't looking at her phone, she was looking around. It was just like, bro, what are you doing? Plus that whole when she did start trying to text and drive, which I'm just like, why are you texting and driving for? Just call. I'm now thinking about that. I was like, granted, you shouldn't be doing either of them. Let's be very clear about that. But it'd be much better to sit there and just call and be like, hey, listen, I got news to sit there and tell you. Rather than text, like why would she text for? I don't even understand that. What's the What, she thought she was gonna pick up her phone? What makes you think she's gonna sit there and read her text then? I'm sorry, that's just like that literally makes no sense. Um Especially when she did get a hold of her phone while she's driving, which again, do not do that under any circumstances. But yeah, so I don't really. I have questions. I'll sit there and say, but it also was a good episode, so that's the plus side. Anyway, I can't sit there and promise that I'll do another one, but if something comes up, like another character or something from the past comes up, I might sit there and make a video and talk about this. I feel like that's about it. If I miss anything, write it in the comment section below. Kind of fill me in a little bit more on some of that history that wound up happening. I'm going to talk about it in a live stream as well. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. I will see you in the next video. Next live stream also. So if you're 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, we'll sit there and talk about all the shows. And if you're not a member, make sure you are a member. I'm trying something new on top of the other perks that I normally do, which is exclusive live streams and member shoutouts and member exclusive videos. Is like this video I'm going to put out for the members first. And then after like 2 days or whatever, I put it out for everyone else. So if you want to sit there and just kind of get like my first thoughts on it, and we can sit there and talk about it before everyone else does, you definitely want to sit there and become a member. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video.